Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of CLX Foundry Live, where we go deep and dive into an amazing build, which we have today. Plus, we're also going to be announcing the winner of the LVLUP Expo AMD CIG CLX PC, which everybody's been wanting to know about, and our 4 other winners. So, total 5 people are getting stuff today. That's awesome. I'm your host, DJ Blue PDX, and joining me live from our studios in Wichita, Kansas, it is none other than our lead technical expert, Paul Steppens, and our master builder, Zach Killingsworth. Gentlemen.
Hi.
Hello.
We've got something fun to do today. So before we announce it, and people don't worry, we will get to the winners eventually. But first things first, who are we building this for today? Because I owe them thanks and gratitude.
Yeah, this is for Christopher in Arizona, celebrating the Day of the Dead.
Christopher in Arizona has building something that I've never seen before on the show. I know for a fact he may have done it in after shows, but not in this one. And Paul, go ahead and walk us through what that's going to be, because this is awesome.
Alrighty, so this is a pretty rare occasion on the show. We get to do a build like this. So this is one of our Horus Creator builds. So for our processor, we've got the AMD Threadripper, the 9970X. It's very rare that we get to do a Threadripper on the show, so excited to build that for you guys and talk about that. To cool that Threadripper, we've got a 360 AIO. It's one of our CLX quenches. And for our motherboard, we've got the ASRock TRX50 WS. For memory, we've got 4 sticks of the ATEC 64 gigabyte. This is DDR5 ECC. It's speed 4800, so a total of 256 gigs of memory in this build.
Right? Oh my God!
Hold on. For our storage drive, we've got a 1 4 terabyte Samsung 990 Pro NVMe drive, and for our video card, we've got an RTX 5080 from MSI. This is going in our NV5. We'll have 8 of our Game DS Aeolus M2 case fans inside of this. And our power supply is going to be a 1,250 watt MSI mag. So this is a big build here.
Yeah. So anybody who's like wondering what that kind of power is, why that power is necessary, especially if you're generating video content and you're producing actual movies or scenes of any kind, you're going to need a metric crap ton of data flow, which this is going to do. And I'm excited because I've never seen a Threadripper before.
Yeah, so we have 1 giveaway build and 4 packages, is that right?
Yes, we have 1 and 4.
We got 5 giveaways for Cinco de Mayo.
What?
Look at that.
Right? Happy Cinco de Mayo.
AKA
May the force be with you. Right, what nation is bankrolling this build? I don't know if we have a price tag.
The Spielberg
I don't know if we have a price tag on it or not. Yeah, that's a ball of workstation.
I lost track of what we were doing. Sorry.
Very good.
What are you 2 giggling about over there?
Well, Thursday we were talking about Cinco de Mayo, and I was convinced it was the Day of the Dead, but it is not the Day of the Dead. It is Mexican Independence Day. The Day of the Dead is Dia de los Muertos.
Immediately in chat.
I messed up.
I was wondering.
So I was just trolling a little bit at the beginning of the show today. You know.
That's awesome. Citizen Groza, welcome. Chili Con Carlos is in the house. Fine, Nicole. I found you. Luxury Chemo. And we got some newbies in here too. Jamumaku. Yes, that's right. It is a baller workstation. Absolutely. Wicked Reaper's here. St. George. I see so many different names I recognize. All right. So, obviously, we're going to be putting this in a Horus NV5 build. So, Paul, what, as a general rule of thumb, because I know you guys build these there, but we don't usually have them on the show, what is the usual average case size that these builds come in?
So usually it's a mid-tower like this or something larger. You want something pretty big with a lot of airflow. That's not to say you couldn't do an ITX build for a Threadripper, but I don't even know if there's ITX motherboards. There probably is, but I haven't seen them.
Yeah. Yep. Don't forget, everybody, if you hear something we say on the show that you don't understand or you need clarification, please ask in the chat. We'll get to that as soon as possible. Like, for example, St. George the Great asked, is this ECC RAM?
Yes, it is.
2 thumbs way up.
I'm going to be honest. This, just from looking at the stats on the I/O for this motherboard, this thing is wild. Absolutely wild. Taco Tuesday on Cinco de Mayo. Oh, KS Cowboy, you got it right over there on the blue side, on the green side. Yes, yes. So some friends of mine actually own a Mexican restaurant, and they keep asking, "Are you going to come from tomorrow?" You don't know. All right, here we go. This is a beautiful ASRock board. Nice. Okay. First things that I noticed is this thing has small fans on it.
Gotta keep it chill.
Clearly, this sucker gets hot. Hot. Oh my gosh. There's the back plate. Oh, there we go. That's even better. I like that. It's like, ooh, it's shiny. Get all the stickers off. Loldarian, hello. Yes, Outer Project, the giveaway is over. We're going to announce some of the winners today. So how important is it to get those tiny little circular covers off those fans?
It would probably function fine if you leave them on there, but you know, we're professionals. We're going to take them off.
Okay, so there's not a risk of, is there a risk of melting?
No, not on those ones.
Ah, good. So shit over on Kick asked questions that is the Threadripper like the best CPU for everything?
Not for your budget. No. But hey, if you need it. Yeah. I mean, you could definitely game on them. They're not really designed to be game on. They're more for workstation. It's probably way overkill and just not worth the money if all you're going to be doing is gaming. But if you're going to be doing any workstation stuff, editing, all that, it is great for that.
All right, well, let's take a look at this. This, of course, is your ASRock TRX50WS. Now, we're going to get into that in just a second. But first, let's take a look at what we've got for connectivity on here because it's kind of wild. We've got 2 antenna ports at the top, right? Then you've got your SPDIF is on there. You've got 1 USB 3.2 Gen 2 by 2 Type-C port. That's 20 gigs up and down. You have 4 USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-A ports. That's 10 gigs up and down. You've got 1 USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C port, and that's 10 gigs as well. 2 USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type-A's, 2 RJ45 LAN ports. So, dose on that one. 1 clear CMOS, 1 BIOS, 1 line out jack, and of course your microphone input. So I have a couple questions to start talking about this motherboard. Starters, I've never seen a motherboard that is a TRX. Is this something that is just for Threadrippers, or
correct?
Is it just, okay, got it. Nice. Look at the size of those fan builds.
Okay.
Can you tip it just slightly up again? I want to look at the height of those. Wow, that is.
This one's taller than that one is.
4 big fans.
And then, so this is an EATX board. As you can see, we've got our far standoffs right there, and we've got almost half of a finger length of extra motherboard. So it does stand out quite a bit. And then as far as like power ports go on, we have CPU and VGA, VGA and CPU, and then our 24 pin. And down here we do have another 6 pin to power everything else. So it does require lots of power. You'll want to make sure that your power supply is big enough and has enough cables.
And so how different is that from say a standard board?
Getting into this, you know, like what we said, this is a specialty board and you're doing specialty equipment with it, or like specialty projects with this. So like you will be playing around with lots of high-end stuff, but going into it, you would assume that everything would be getting plugged in.
Here we go. All right. Now on to the big joyous thing that I've never seen before, and that is a big processor. Hold on. Does it stay in that little case?
Correct.
Yes. The installation of this is pretty cool. So
this is the AMD Threadripper 9970X. Yeah. Good God, dude. Compared to a standard processor, this thing is enormous. Good Lord. All right, so walk us through how you install this, because this looks completely different than anything we've ever used before.
So it comes with this tool right here. You'll see Zach doing that. And those are numbered too, right?
Correct.
The little sockets are numbered 1 through 4. So there's like a whole process here.
It's like a cassette more than a chip, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So you do want to be very careful, because those are pins like any other motherboard on the bottom there. So, and then that slides in. We'll lock it in place.
Cool.
We'll tighten it down. When you're torquing this down, you'll see when Zach gets to the tight spot, it kind of clicks over once, almost like a gas cap in your car.
Yeah.
To let you know when it's tightened down.
Now, Paul, can you run through what the actual specs are on this processor, like cores, etc.? Because I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, so this is the 9970X, like you just said, DJ. It's a 32-core, 64-thread processor. And one of the really impressive things about that is its base speed is 4.0, and it will boost up to 5.4. So a lot of times in the past,
that's the base speed?
Yeah, a lot of times you'd see these high core, high thread counts be pretty large like this for workstation PCs, but the clock speed was a lot lower than a gaming processor, whereas this one, it's got everything. So
Blood Daddy asks, besides the stream, how else will the winners be notified they won? We're going to be announcing on the stream, and they will be receiving an email. So if you are here on the show and you discover you won, please check your email. There we go. There's also a 64-core version, Hashim says. By the way, what's up, Hashim?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's just mind-boggling right there. Yeah, when we were building out my build, I asked about the Threadripper, and George was like, there's no reason on earth you will need that much power. There's no game that's going to push that to its limit. All right. Now, okay, let's talk about this. So we're going to cool this with an AIO, similar to what we use on our other builds with the regular processors. Mm-hmm. But this is the specific one. So this is a CLX Quench 360 AIO. Is there a different determining factor as to the rectangular version?
Not really. So this is just like any other AIO as far as function goes. Now, obviously, the pump and the plate is a lot bigger because the size of the CPU is bigger. You saw Zach show you there the bottom of that copper plate. So it looks quite a bit different when you're looking at the pump, but functionally, it's just like every other AIO out there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, for the random person who might not know what an AIO is, why don't you go ahead and drop some knowledge? That was to you, Paul.
Oh, for what? Sorry, what am I dropping knowledge on? My bad.
The different ways to cool a process.
Oh yeah, so you've got liquid cooling and air cooling. So obviously we're using an AIO, which stands for all-in-one. So this is a liquid cooler. It's probably the most common way that if you guys have been looking at PC builds, you'll see an AIO a lot of the times. Now there are other ways of liquid cooling with an open loop system. Those are the really fancy builds where you can have those clear tubes and cool pumps and radiators and distro plates and all that, where you can pick the color of fluid and all that. We do offer that as well if that's something you're interested in. But an AIO is a great way to cool your processor, whether you're gaming or doing something like this. That is super easy to install. I mean, Zach's obviously a professional, but I mean, he's pretty much done here. He's just plugging in that cable and that's it. So these are what I would recommend going with.
And so Zach, since this is a little different than when we have our basically our square processors, how would you recommend tying up that power cord for the AIO?
Yeah, so these motherboards are very busy. We've got, as you can see, we've got our memory modulars in kind of weird layout from a typical board. We've got these fans on here. So we just really want to make sure that we are still plugging things in properly, i.e. taking this to that fan CPU header, or the CPU header, AIO header. We still want to go there. So if we have to kind of route this cable a little bit to hide it, then we will be doing that. But other than that, it's just going to be the same. You're just wanting to take stuff to the same locations.
There we go. KS Cowboy said it great. My PlayStation 4 has been getting so hot, I just put it in the freezer and play with it from there. Nice. All right, so now when it comes to our RAM, obviously we're going to need a lot of this, and this is kind of awesome. This is 64 gig sticks of ATEC DDR5 4800. Now, I have questions. So normally they're the four next to each other, and you've got your one and two, your ones and threes, your twos and fours. These are separated above and below the processor. So which one's the ones and twos? Which one's the threes and fours? Or which one's the one and three and the twos and fours?
So it pretty much starts at the top 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, most of the time on these, you'll definitely want to consult your motherboard manual if you're not filling these all the way up. And yes, these are the crustless memory. This is basically like server memory here, workstation memory. So,
yeah. I mean, would there be any? I mean, you can. It's standard DDR5 RAM, though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You could put something with heat shields in there, but yeah, why? At that point. Let's see here.
Yeah, this customer clearly has a intended use for this thing. They knew what they were doing, so yep.
Loldarian said it right. Ah, the Threadripper. For those times you want to play, stream, and render a video, all while playing a game. Or all while filing your taxes.
There you go.
All right, so now we've got our memory, and this is something that I have, and I love it. This is a 4 terabyte Samsung 990 Pro NVMe M.2. That's 4,000 gigs of space in a tiny little stick. So, now this board comes with several different, or is it just the one main M.2? Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay, got it. Now that middle section in between, that's your South Bridge, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. And for those who don't know what that does, and I know this is probably completely unnecessary, but what does the South Bridge do?
It helps manage stuff that's on the motherboard below the CPU and prepare it for the North Bridge. Don't ask me what the North Bridge does.
What's the North Bridge do?
Hey, I said don't ask me. No, it preps stuff on the motherboard for the CPU.
That is a good question. All right. Our first ship and game package. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
The winner is Ordy! Ordy, I hope you're here. Ordy's been a regular member of the community for a while. I'm so excited. So what you're going to be getting is an Aurora Mark II ship with lifetime insurance. It can never leave. And a full game package. Congratulations. You are one of 4 of our winners.
Congrats, Ordy. Cool that it's
nice.
someone that we recognize their name.
I know, right? It's always awesome when it's somebody that, has been in here and hangs out. Stalker enabled. What's up? Stalker enabled. That is a great name. Now, as far as cooling goes, as we're going to work on the fans. Can these be open loop liquid cooled?
Yes, they can. You got to get the right water block and everything, but yep.
Yeah. Shits asks, does 5090, and by the way, that's his name, does 5090 not make up more sense to go with the Threadripper, or the 5080 does the same thing?
It depends on what you're using it for. This customer, clearly, I don't think budget was an issue, so the 5080 probably just met all the needs that they needed to go with, so.
That's clearly they had money.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to ask what this build cost was?
You definitely can. I don't have the price marked down right now, but that definitely would be information we would share.
Got it. Cool.
Let me see if I can get it for you while you're talking.
And, we got Vazja says, who won? I only came.
Oh.
I want to make a point that I'm being a very responsible individual and not running with that joke. He won all the prizes. Yes, I won them all. We are going to be processing that. We're just announcing our first winners, which are the ship and game winners. And then at the very end, we're going to announce who won the PC. It's going to be awesome. Yes, racing is important.
All right. All right, chat. How much do you think this rig runs? With your guesses of a 1,250 watt power supply, a 5080, a TRX 50 WS, a 9970.
70X, yeah.
Yeah. How much do you think?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna guess probably around $9.
$1, Bob.
9 or 10.
I'll take the over. $2.
256 gigs of RAM, Sesko. We got a 2400 from Warhand in here. 7500 sets from St. George's Great. 9K Crimson Grifto. 7500 across several. Irish Overkill. Love it. Stalker agrees.
Wow, the correct answer is Paul.
Oh, here we go.
$14,799.
Holy Mary, mother of God! What the? Wow!
We build big rigs here, guys. We build big rigs.
Okay, I just want to point out
if
that
you build
$18,000, $18,000 is also what it roughly costs to have a decent weekend at Coachella. Just one.
Dude, you're making Coachella daily.
Yeah,
with this thing,
literally.
Okay,
that's a Honda Civic. Yes. The Ram is 10K. Osmart says the Ram is 10K on its own.
Okay, DJ, pay attention to those the black grommets. Okay, all this stuff right there, and then pay attention to that line right there, where the fans get mounted. You guys ready?
Yep. Let's see it.
Whoo.
That is a real close call. That's a big board. That is a big board. Now, as always, if you are new to building PCs, the one thing you want to make sure when you're putting your motherboard in your system is make sure the IO shield matches, and then you want to check and make sure all your standoffs are going to the right holes. Paul?
So the screws Zach's putting in right now are our motherboard mounting screws, and those are going directly into the standoffs. And the standoffs separate the motherboard from the frame of the chassis so we don't short out that beast of a motherboard right there.
Yeah. 18,000. 18,000 is more than I made last year in total.
Is $14K really the cost of a used Corolla? Are they really that expensive now?
Right?
Just ask a high schooler. They'd know.
Used Corolla for sale. Let's see.
The high schoolers get used Corollas, or do they get nice? I don't know. The high schooler I knew had like a used Mercedes. So.
In 1994, I got a used CRX.
CRX?
15. Yeah, for $1,500. That car was lit. It was 4-cylinder with a turbo though.
Oh,
and
it's modded, huh?
Crazy.
Oh, Paul, you're going to like a crazy site. Those guys are all sitting on Ferrari hoods.
This is where I go, bro.
They're like legit sitting on the hoods of Ferraris.
Auto Tempest,
Those guys are crazy.
It grabs them from all this stuff. This guy's from Wichita.
Joe
right
says,
here. This guy lives in Wichita.
He's the Wichita car guy?
Yeah, the Hoovies or whatever.
Joe makes a good point. I could probably trade that Ram alone just for a Honda. Red Saban, yes. So that was my very first real car that I bought myself. And I loved it because that little thing ripped and roared, and it was so low to the ground that it just cornered like nobody's business. And I remember going out. There's a place like 2.5 hours away from here, out in the high desert, where we go rafting and things like that. And there's a spot there called Canita, and it is on the reservation, and it's a water park. And so senior year, we decided to go there for our senior class trip, and I was with my best friend and, at the time, our 2 girlfriends. I know. We'll leave that alone.
The car died.
And they were in the back. They were laying in the back because there were only 2 seats in this car. Only 2. And we decided to see how far we could go because we got on a straightaway. And I got that thing up to 124 miles an hour before the crosswind hit us. And it picked the car up and moved us into the oncoming lane. And I immediately was like, and we're slowing down.
Ooh.
And then at that point, 70 felt like I was crawling.
Yep.
So note to self, please be responsible.
You can buy 2 Corollas with this thing. I've been looking.
I wonder what a CRX, like a 1993 CRX, would cost now.
Dude,
that is a collector's item, my man.
I was
that
trying
is
to get
gonna
one
be
a couple years ago. You either get one that has no bottom because it's rusted out for like $2,000, or you're gonna spend like $20,000. It's sad because those are sick cars.
All right, so
See, they're bringing the Prelude back. I saw an ad. It looks cool.
nice.
I hope that's supposed to look
I
good.
owned one.
looks
So
good.
I took one into a tree at 60 miles an hour.
Oh no!
We do have our second winner. I'm going to announce that in just a few
Second
minutes.
winner.
It's going to be awesome. Did you guys put paste on the CPU? Asks Azur.
Oh
Yes.
man,
Look at this thing, Jack.
nice. Do you know
that
how
sweet?
much thermal paste you have to use to cover a thread ripper? So much.
Yeah,
A
that's
teaspoon.
what I was wondering.
Or a cup.
Like, I would assume that those AIOs generally already come with the paste on it, just because it takes so much paste to cover it.
Correct.
That's wild. Warhand mentioned something about saying this might be a mining PC.
I don't think this would be a mining PC. Typically, you have like a lower-end CPU and a ton of 5090s or something.
Yeah.
There are some
Carlito,
cryptos that you could farm, but that would... Please don't.
Please don't.
Yep.
If you're buying this to mine, you're like mining in Minecraft.
Yes. Modded Minecraft, baby.
Jomo asked a really good question. Does phase change thermal pads better for this CPU?
Huh?
Phase change thermal pads. Are phase?
Oh yeah.
Are phase change thermal pads better for the CPU? What's a phase?
I've never used those, Jomu, so I couldn't tell you.
Okay. What was that?
Second car was a Ford Escort. I had one of those. Yeah, my wife called it the clown car because I'm 6'3". Yes.
Dude, I feel that, Chili. I had a Ford Aspire. If anybody doesn't know what the Ford Aspire is, it's their Ford's version of a Geo Metro. I'm 6'3" as well.
Yeah, fun in that.
It had no power steering. It's a little manual transmission. The exhaust fell off. It was...
So when you took it into the shop to say I need this lowered, you were talking about the seat, not the car.
Yeah. The exhaust would come up through where the shifter was, so you'd have to have the windows down so you wouldn't die.
Yikes!
Yeah, it was an awesome car. The brake lights didn't work, so we like hot wired a switch in under the steering wheel, so you had to like flip your brake lights on separate from everything. But yeah,
oh man, that's like my dad's pickup truck. The brake lights would stay stuck on, and you'd have to lift up on the brake pedal to turn the lights off, or else you drain the battery. He'd get so upset going into like a gas station or a grocery store and then come out and just the taillights are on. Just braking.
Dude, so that car, it was like I was changing the transmission fluid on it, and then when I was tightening the bolt down, it cracked the transmission. And so I was like, well, I'm driving it to the junkyard. So I drove that car to the junkyard with no transmission fluid in it. The manual transmission. It made it.
Wow.
It was a tank.
Leo Real ID or Leo Re ID says a PC that sounds like a good PC for architectural projects. That is a very good point.
Yes.
Very good point. Backing it up here.
It's a $10
normal
word
phase
there,
transition material. Got it. It's a what?
A $10 word there.
I don't have $10, so you're gonna have to just.
You made it through all of those. What are they called? Syllables. Yeah.
Syllables.
We think about it.
The syllables. Yes. Newer engines aren't as great, but the dual VVTi 1 GRFE is goated. If you have any doubts, you only need to ask the UN, the Houthis, or the many armed military militia groups to validate their tankiness. Well, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, you can put a 50 cal on the back of those.
I feel like that's an issue. That creates an issue of national security if I'm talking to those
Hilux,
people.
baby.
But the car I learned to drive on was a 1986 Buick LeSabre.
Ooh,
car. It's pronounced LeSabre.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. It had a V8 engine. That thing was crazy. I'm glad the gas only cost like 87 cents. But you know, it doesn't cost 87 cents.
Me.
The free prize that we're about to give out. It's another one of our prizes. This, of course, is once again, we have 4 people who've already got Ordi. This is going to be a Mark II Aurora with lifetime insurance and the game package for Star Citizen. And that winner is, let's see, Big Wah. That's Big BIGWAAAGH, Big Wah.
BIG, Big Wah. Congrats.
I wasn't sure how to say that, so I'm just calling him Big Wah, or otherwise Big Wag. I don't know. Maybe I think it's Wah. Congratulations, you've won yourself an Aurora Mark II with lifetime insurance and a game package. Nice. I remember the first time driving across the country with, while I was in the Navy. I picked up my car back here in Oregon and had to go to Virginia with it. And I was very happy because gas prices were like 87 to 99 cents a gallon.
This here's Virginia. We play AAA ball. Name that movie. Anybody can name that movie. It's a good movie.
Wait, say it again.
Waterboy.
This here's Virginia. We play AAA ball. It is a football movie. Oh, that'll be a hint.
All right, the two football movies I know are Waterboy or Remember the Titans.
That's it, baby. Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans? Oh my God, I forgot about that movie.
Oh,
good movie.
Strong side.
Left side. Josh, mate, knew it. Let's go.
I know two. Are there? Oh, I'm just kidding. I know a third football movie. Little Giants.
Oh. That's a football movie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking of The Big
Right.
Green. Did you ever watch The Big Green as a kid? That soccer movie?
Yeah.
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 No.
It was like
I was thinking a baseball one.
Yeah.
What's the baseball?
movie.
What's the Donald Glover baseball?
Angels in the Outfield?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah, we're
Yep.
classic days.
I was
for sure.
I was usually watching more baseball movies and soccer movies. But oh yeah.
Do you guys remember Brink?
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Pup and Suds, baby.
Rudy's. How did we forget Rudy? Smokey, thank you right there.
Rudy.
I remember watching Rudy on VHS in 2021. No, it was before COVID. In 2019 at the bike shop, I was building a bicycle in the back. And this was my first time ever watching Rudy.
I've never
And
seen it.
the owner of the bike shop comes walking in, like when they're doing Rudy, and everybody's like crying and cheering, and I'm like back here, Rudy, just engrossed in the VHS. Oh, it was so good.
Their KS Cowboys got a good one. The Longest Yard.
With old Billy Bob.
Yep.
Let's go the OG one.
The Replacements.
There, Keanu. There we go.
There we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, Hashim wants to know from Necro, what engine from Toyota is goated from your experience? Is it the dual BBTI 1GR FE? And I'm glad you asked this because I know Necro will know the answer to this one.
The 2JZ, baby. The 2JZ.
A Gallo 24 is better than a Gallo 12, guys.
I think my favorite car that I ever owned was either going to be my Mazda 626, or my Volvo.
Well, which Volvo?
I had a Volvo the Volvo 240 GLE. Anyways, awesome. I love that car. That car got me everywhere.
Honda
Over the mountains and through the woods.
Honda Element is my favorite vehicle I had.
Nice.
I rolled it going 70. Ooh.
Well,
Yeah.
at least you weren't going 71.
I roll lots of vehicles.
Really?
Yeah. That's what makes me nervous driving a Bronco 2 right now.
Oh, because they
That
fit.
literally was canceled because of rollover risks.
Let's see here. So Necro, I knew he would have an answer for this. Says the J2Z TTE or the 2GRE FE. The 4.7 liters were one of my favorite 8 V8s. Yeah, and that car, all you had to do was touch the gas in that Buick, and it was gone. It was, and it was so easy to speed in it because, and it just felt like you were floating, but it was the size of the lane.
Nice.
Like it was the largest LeSabre ever built, and that's what I had to learn to drive on.
Paul, you need to get you. I know you just got you a vehicle, but you need to get you one of those Honda Odysseys.
A Honda Odyssey.
The Type R.
Oh, the vans?
Yeah.
They have a Type R of the van?
Yeah, they produced it. They produced it for like all of a year.
That's cool.
It's in Forza. It beats most of like the supercars.
That's awesome.
It's ridiculous.
I don't think I could ever get a van, but hey, that'd be a cool one.
It's a Type R. You're getting a Type R with a pretty big body.
With some sliding automatic doors. Oh, yeah.
Oh man, I would overland it. Oh.
Lift that
I
bad
will
boy.
add one more car to my list. I will add one more car to my list, and this is a car that my partner and I bought together and way back in the day, and it's the Mazda MX-6, and we had the MX-6 Turbo Edition, and that thing was beautiful. The amount of laws that we broke driving in that thing. We had so Bob put radar detectors and jammers on both sides of the car. And we just flew from Portland to we got from Portland to Seattle in about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. We got to the border in 4.
I don't see the smoke, but you seem to be heading toward a fire.
Yeah, definitely. That was amazing. Cosmos mentions my old Fiesta had 60 bhp and supposedly limited to 80 miles an hour, but I managed to get 115 out of it.
Nice.
Yes, the Mazda MX-6 and the Mazda Brat had the same engine. Yes, very, very zippy. Very
Speaking of brats, they're coming back.
I love those dolls. Oh, you mean the car? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, the Subaru. Oh,
The Subaru.
Subarus are awesome. I never owned one, but everybody I know who's owned one absolutely loves it, and they last forever.
It's just a rally
You know what
car,
also-
you know?
yeah, but then
You know what
gotta
also
buy a
lasts
big
forever?
Colorado Cup and everything to go with it.
You know what also lasts forever?
What?
Lifetimes.
LTI?
Tech
Lifetime
support.
insurance with an Aurora Mark II and a game package. It's time for winner number 3.
Ooh, winner number 3.
I wonder if they're in the chat. Because
bet
it's
they
going
are.
to be Osmart 084.
Let's go.
Nice.
Osmart.
Where he is? Woo!
Heck yeah.
I saw Osmart in here.
I know. I'm pretty sure it's still in here.
Like,
There
Yay!
we go.
There we go.
yeah.
Yes. We're
Don't
talking
forget
about
to
this
check
the
your
other day.
emails.
Yes, check your email. Congratulations, Osmart. That is cool. I love it. Now we're gonna have to go fly together.
Woohoo!
Just don't let me. Well, actually, do let me drive it.
fly with
Because then if I crash it,
Yeah,
it's automatically freaking
DJ
get
will
back
be
up.
the first one to use your insurance for you.
Yeah.
The cylinder head issues on Subaru cars. Yeah, that. Luckily, they fixed that. If I'm not mistaken, I'll tell you what sucked, because I had one for about a week, and it was a Saab. And the problem was Saabs that back in the 90s had way over pressurized brake lines, and so they would pop and blow constantly.
Baby popping.
And I'm like, nope, and we're done. Look at that beauty.
Did you ever run it in night mode?
Ooh. Nice.
Did you know
What?
they had night mode?
Saabs?
Yeah.
I did
So
not know
Saab
this.
was developed by the, aero manufacturer Saab, and pilots, when they're flying up at night, don't want to have lots of lights on the dash and stuff, and so in their cars they put a night mode toggle, and it made your dash low red.
That's cool.
Oh, that's wicked.
Yeah.
That's genius.
That's why I
That should be
love-
done. All right.
Thoroughly enjoy Saabs. They're super slick.
Saab.
Yeah, they're beautiful, beautiful cars. The one that I had was terrible with the brakes. So now, what Paul is holding in his hand is going to be how we're going to power this monstrous creation, and that is going to be an MSI Mag 1250 80 plus gold and black. So I have questions. What is that?
Stick air.
Sticker.
Oh, got
The
it.
old
It's like,
skin from a sunburn, baby.
Oh, nice.
That's gross.
The gripping.
So
gripping jets are still made by Saab.
So is this a standard or is this a standard design for the power supply, or does the Threadripper require a different makeup?
It's the standard
Different
power
design.
supply, yep. It's obviously going
Okay.
to take a little bit more power, but yeah, you could use this
Yeah.
in anything.
So obviously, so what kind of a power supply is this, and what kind of power supplies are there for people who don't know?
This is a fully modular power supply. This is a 1,250 watt from MSI. It's fully modular, so none of the cables are pre-soldered in, as you can see. So Zach's snipping the zip ties off the cables that we're going to use, and then the extras are going to be put into the accessory bag with the system in case the customer needs them down the road.
Lori ID has asked a question. With such a powerful, expensive PC, would it be a good idea to use it with a UPS? Or is the power supply enough to avoid damaging any components in the case of a power outage?
It would be a good idea to use a UPS, or you could just use like a power strip with a circuit breaker in it with some, surge protection. A UPS, the only difference between like a surge protector power strip and a UPS is a UPS has a battery in it.
I would run the UPS just in case you're like crunching numbers
Yeah.
and then the power goes out, and then you can save it before the power goes completely out.
Yep.
The grip and air jets are still made by Saab. Nice.
Let's do.
Threadripper TDP is like 350 watts. So what's the system power consumption? Rumhold asks.
Ooh, I don't know.
I'm interested in that answer
Technical
too.
questions.
You guys can look that up.
Yep, somebody Google that. What's the max power supply you've ever installed? Rotlero asks.
For me, probably 1600 watt, like an EBJ 1600 watt. You may have done one bigger, but
2?
yeah.
Maybe a 2.
2K.
Maybe a 2
2K
grander?
for a server build.
Probably.
I'm assuming.
Super micro.
Would that be for a server build or?
Those are like 720.
Yeah. No, I did build a mining machine like ages ago. And that might have been it, but I'll just say 16 just to.
I think we did have some 1650s maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just kind of rare for a little bit. Not necessarily needed in the gaming environment, which is what we like to partake in.
Ooh. Father Unsonzaken, I am so sorry if I just screwed up your name, but ask, is there going to be a special Squad 42 PC? I know, I'm waiting for that too. That'll be awesome. Who knows?
It's Squad 42.
Squadron 42? That's like the storyline for Star Citizen.
Ah.
Like
Is
Mark
that's
Hamill
the
is
lore?
in it. Like Mark Hamill is in it.
Oh.
It's fantastic, and they're working on it. But
Is he missing his
It's one of
hand?
those things where I am. I'm so excited for it.
Gotcha.
He's immediately post motorcycle wreck.
Yep, it's single player, so it is just your immersive event. That is
Nice.
going to be a game. When that comes out, I will just straight up play that until I am done. But because I'm so excited for it, it's incredible. Let's see here, and I'm thinking we're about to get our fourth winner. But first, I want to ask a question because we don't see this often on motherboards. But this motherboard has 2 RJ45 ports. That's 2 different LAN ports. Why is that? What is that used for? How does that help with the functionality or fluidity of the data stream that you'd be using?
This way you could have one hooked up to your internet, and then you could have an internal network that it's also plugged into if you're running that. Yeah. Back in the day, you used to be able to run 2 cable lines to your house and have double the internet, but that's not really a thing. Now we got fiber, baby. We got the speed of light.
Mm-hmm.
When you had 2 lines, so you had that because you had one that was just dedicated 56K modem.
And one for the phone.
Nah.
Oh.
We only had 1 line, so
One line.
when Mom needed the phone, we had to get off the internet.
There's no future in video games, remember?
So I was working at a phone company, and they created DSL, and that was the first time I'm like, I only need 1 phone line. Cool. All right, now you've got something in your hand that I think is what?
I think so.
Yeah. I
don't use the phone.
I just need to verify all of my power cables so that we're plugging them up proper. This is
We got a lot of plugs on this motherboard.
intense board. But I
Rumhole.
think I've got it right.
7 stream streak. Nicely done. KS Cowboy says, look at the Discord general chat. Tell me what you think.
Uh-oh. That makes me scared.
It is a picture of the front doors of the office.
Yeah!
KS
Let's
Cowboy
open up these blinds.
They here?
Right, there we go. It looks just fun, like destroying the lighting quality in a studio. That's one of the reasons I'm glad that I have a fully controlled lighting environment.
Kansas Cowboy, just honk your horn.
Honk it. Honk it, don't chonk it. Getting some hog wild.
Oh yeah,
I'm
hog
hungry
wild,
now.
so good.
Dang it, now I'm hungry. We didn't really cover it, but we've got 8 GameDays Aeolus M2 fans in here that we're going to be using.
I went out there, KS Cowboy. Was that you and the nice Bronco?
Ah! I need to go see it.
License plate number. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, no, I won't put
License
that.
plate Kansas Cowboy.
Yeah, I was just like KSCB.
I'm super excited for the Black Flag remake. It is just the campaign only, no multiplayer or anything like that.
It's going to be gorgeous.
I think it will be a very good game. I'm wondering if it's going to be like, what was it? Oblivion? Where it's like $40.
Yeah. I will say this. I played through Black Flag until I 100%ed it when it was on Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
Way back in the day. Yep. And at the time, the graphics were actually really good. My favorite thing to do was sailing. And at the time, it was after the accident. And so at the time,
don't lie, DJ. Your favorite thing to do was singing. Because that's everybody's favorite thing to do.
That's why we would go sailing. So I was down here in this basement when it was just our rec room, and we had a couch down here because I couldn't get up the stairs, couldn't walk for like 9 months. So I would lay here and would play that on the big screen TV that was behind me, and fall asleep while just get the ship out and just leave it out, going nowhere, just floating in the water with them singing, and I would go to sleep to that. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited for it. I do like the Windrose has got some shanties in it as well, which is nice. Yeah, if you haven't played Windrose, Windrose is another good one.
Who's that by?
I did not expect. It is. I think it's by the Windrose is the name of the dev and the game.
Oh, nice.
I think. I may be wrong.
I believe you.
Windrose is what. If Sea of Thieves and Skull and Bones, you took the best aspects of both of those games and put it together and removed all the garbage, that's what this game is. This game feels like it's what those two should have become.
Sea Shanty 2, old school RuneScape, baby. It's a banger.
There you go. Remake is scheduled for release on July 9th, 2026. Yes, I know. I'm a Ubisoft partner, so if you get it, use code DJPDX on the Ubisoft store.
Yeah?
Yep. Save money. Windows equals Pirate Valheim with better graphics. That is an excellent description right there.
Ooh,
excellent description.
Okay.
I do have a question for Zach. So you had mentioned to take a look and watch the grommets. Now, obviously, this board sticks a little bit over those the grommets where you want to put the wiring through. So what are some considerations? What's your path to getting this all hooked up correctly?
Yeah, so some of these EATX boards, they do cover up quite a bit of like where their grommets are. And so sometimes you have like some EATX boards, they'll stick out almost to like over here where the fan is at. And so you're really just doing the same thing. I'm always, leaving those IT fingers, a couple fingers of cable inside the machine so that if we need to unplug it, we can. Being the bigger boards, those are typically where cable management can get a little bit rough depending on the case. But this NV5 is superb with all of its cable areas, and just the layout for setting everything up is real nice.
As Zora mentioned it, Windrose is by Kraken Express. There we go. I do not know who they are, but it's a great game.
I liked Valheim. So that sounds pretty cool.
I have not turned my computer on
Doom,
in a while. The last thing I was playing was Far Cry 2.
Far Cry.
I really want to try playing a Far Cry game.
Yeah. I remember loading up Valheim because I wanted to start a new world on an old seed that had everything like really close, all of the biomes like really close.
Okay.
Because I know they've done some updates.
Yeah. It's a good game to like get back into and just no life it for a couple weeks.
Yep.
Chaos Cowboy corrected you. He said no. He was in a Jeep Patriot.
Oh.
Well, if you give us a little bit more warning next time, I'll run out there and wave at you.
So what Paul has in his hand is it's an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5080 by MSI, which is awesome. Lots of stickers, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we'd be peeling up in here.
Yeah, I'm not getting into all that, Doom.
Nice.
So, Vellum is a really good game. A friend made it, made me buy it, and I instantly didn't want to play it first because of the graphics. But after retrying it after a long time, I actually ended up loving it. Yeah, the whole like farming and building things and stuff is normally like just the bane of my existence. But
not when you're a Viking.
But I don't know why this game just spoke to me. You know what else speaks to me? Our fourth winner. Who's ready for the fourth winner?
I am.
It is Juju92208. That is Juju92208. I don't know if you're in here, but congratulations, you've won yourself an Aurora Mark II with lifetime insurance and the game package for Star Citizen. Yay! So now we've got all four.
DJ, I have a
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Because we've probably gone over it before, but what is a game package?
A game package is a game that you put in your the game package is the full game.
The whole game for free? So these people are getting a whole free game and a spaceship?
Say what?
Well, dang, I want to enter.
Yep. He's awesome.
Are you guys going to be flying
the winners
ships
you announced
right after this?
Me?
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'm jumping back into some Warhammer 40k. Dark Tide. I feel like screaming and running away from
DJ,
things.
Come on.
Yeah, Fortnite.
We'll be playing some Fortnite after this.
I haven't played Fortnite since I was shoutcasting it at PAX.
Let's play it. We can play together. You can be streaming on DJ Blue PDX, and I can be streaming over here.
Yeah, you guys can get so many chicken dinners.
Chicken dinner.
Let's hear client downloader plus starter starter with LTI insurance. Yeah, because you have to basically invest in a ship, but now instead of having to buy the ship, you get the ship for free and you get to get it. And it doesn't matter how many updates go to the game, you will never lose that ship. Nice. That is your ship forever.
That's cool.
If I get Star Citizen on this PC at some point, you guys gonna play with me? You guys gonna teach me how to play Star Citizen?
God, yeah. Okay. Oh, God, yeah.
We'll discuss it.
Like Hill's going to be on Fortnite. I don't know. I may have to try and jump back into Fortnite at some point.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
I can feel it.
I'm a chicken though.
Peer pressuring you. Fortnite is kind of meh, but it's kind of fun.
I would rather play no build, and
yes, that is all I play. No build.
But I will go to the edge, to the farthest edge I can, and just follow the shield wall in because I know there's nobody behind me. We'll have to go out 3 other directions to look at. If you kind of stay hidden, you let everybody else kill everybody else. You get down to the final 10, and then you just go in ham. They have no idea you're there.
There we go. Yeah, all I do is no build. I'll be playing some after the show. We'll play a few games today. Well, during the show, I guess.
Osborne says, in case I decide to crash it against a planet like DJ. Yes. Good old fork knife.
Yes.
Okay, now getting everything looked in here. We've got a MSI card in there. Now, you held that card in your hand, Paul. How did you feel about the weight on that?
It's not too bad, honestly. This NV5 has a built-in anti-sag bracket, so we will definitely be using that. But yeah, it's nothing too crazy.
Nice. Can you liquid cool for the GPU? Yes. You just got to get a different What's the process for liquid cooling your GPU?
You take the cooler off the part with the fans, and then you get a block for it and all that. We do offer that if that's something that you want to do. We can open loop your GPU and your CPU.
Just JJ's Life says, I'm ready to do a review video once I get one. Nice. It's awesome. All right, so it looks like we are nearing the finish point. So I'm going to take you all on an adventure, show you how in the world our friend Christopher in Arizona built an $18,000 machine. We're going to head over to clxgaming.com. So at clxgaming.com, we try and make it as easy and simple as possible for you to get the PC of your dreams that you absolutely will fall in love with. We've got 4 different sizes. You've got your Scarab as a small form factor, 2 different mid-tower styles, and a full tower style, all of which are incredible. Once you choose that, Then you go to the main pages, which is really, really fun. Now, here's where, for example, when you go to in your processor, you go to the core element. And when you choose a processor, that's where you can start choosing things like a Threadripper, which is wild to me. Absolutely wild to me. And the best part is, as you're going through this, you don't have to worry about screwing anything up. It's not like you can get incompatible parts. So notice how the little green button up top turned yellow and says solve conflict. So in this example, our power supply isn't strong enough for the graphics card. So basically the system's going to tell you, if you want to use this power supply, you've got to use one of these graphics cards. But if you want to use this graphics card, you have to use one of these power supplies. Once you fix it, it goes back to normal. And here's where you can choose. Yep. Yep. Oops. Then we'll solve. You making time? Yes, Photon. I'm going to do that right after we get this done. Okay, so in this area, you can choose your graphics cards. So we carry for processors, we carry Intel and AMD. For graphics cards, we do carry Radeon and NVIDIA, which is awesome. You've got your option for RAM and everything else you could think of, including your operating system, cable mods, if you want to do something decorative. And it's all right there. Now, then we go to the Foundry, which is fun. The Foundry is where you can actually choose your cooling type if you want to do open loop or closed loop. You can also get your thermal paste upgraded, which would be cool. If you want to get your GPU overclocked, we can do that. CPU overclocked, we can do that too. You want them both overclocked? You got it. Not a problem. And then we get to my favorite little page. It's called Accessories. Why? Because we're a one-stop shopping center for everything you could possibly need to be a streamer, gamer, you name it. And the very first tab is where you get really cool shirts like this. And it's all of our CLX merch. We have t-shirts, ball caps, hats, windbreakers. I personally love the windbreakers. They're amazing. Usually if we're at an event and it's on the chilly side, you'll usually see all of us in one. Then we've got everything you can think of. People need a keyboard. Well, we've got tons, both 10 keyless and regular. Wireless, wired, we got it. You want control mouse? We got that too. Both wired and wireless from many different manufacturers. You want a game controller? Like if you're playing Star Citizen, we've got flight controllers right there. You can grab those, or you can get an Xbox controller. That also works. Headsets, we got them. Mics, we got them. The best part about the mics, I love that we carry Beacon Mix Creates and Beacon mics. The Beacon mics are actually an amazing dynamic microphone that is USB, and it baffles me that it works so well. Not that it shouldn't. Usually I would think that's from an XLR, but it's a beautiful mic. Beacon Mix Creates help you control your channel when you're streaming. And then, of course, we've got speakers, a ton of monitors. And again, once you get to the monitors, make sure you're choosing which resolution you want, because there's different ones for different areas. It's wild. Internal screens, routers, and even chairs. Well, we have one chair, but you could literally everything. Now, as much as that might sound awesome, some people might find that a little overwhelming. And because of that, we've got our ready to ship area, which we call the RTS. The RTS are pre-built machines that come in 4 different flavors. You can get them at entry, mid, high performance, or ultra high performance. These will give you a good idea of what's in your budget, what you can get for your budget, and take a look at it. They've all been built in the same place that all the rest of them are, and it's been tested, so we know that it works. So that way you could look for one, or maybe it'll find a home with you. So with that being said, for all your future gaming and PC needs, head on over to clxgaming.com. See what we can do for you. There we go. Now, before we turn this on, I'm wondering, chat, if you guys want me to announce the grand winner now or after we light the PC. I'm waiting for the response on this one. Now, after Thanksgiving. All right. Wow. There's actually a bit of each.
Oh, I see more afters.
Okay. I see more afters.
All right.
Okay, sure. All right, let's go ahead and see what this monstrous PC for Christopher in Arizona looks like.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Light it up.
And it's beautiful for 2 reasons. 1, it's very well lit. 2, that's basically Skynet. That's what that PC could do with Skynet. You don't know what that is? Watch the movie. There we go. Congratulations, Christopher in Arizona. That's just awesome. I'm excited. Now, one thing I did mention before is testing. So our RTS builds get tested. Will this build get tested, and how?
Yeah, so this will get tested just like all of our other machines. It'll go to our testing department. The first thing we do there is get into the BIOS. We'll make sure our RAM speed's set correctly. All of our storage devices are showing up. If you opt for overclocking, that's where we overclock the PC. And once your BIOS is set, then we load the operating system. That's where if you pick any games on our website, we would load any of those. But if you don't pick any of those, you just get a fresh, clean install of your OS. There's no extra bloatware or anything on these PCs. Not a bunch of different antivirus softwares or anything you don't want. Just a clean install of your OS. And then once that's loaded, we burn in the system or stress test it for 12 hours to make sure it's stable.
Nice. And Glenn W030 just ordered my rod this weekend. I can't wait for the upgrade compared to what I have now. Neither can we.
Very nice.
So when you get your PC, go to our Discord, discord.gg/CLXgaming, and in there's a thread for where we love to see the CLX builds. See it in its natural environment in your space. So definitely post your picture. Now that I've done all of that,
who won the PC?
Bonus points if your setup is outside.
We'll announce the PC, the giveaway PC winner next time on CLX Found. Hit him with the DBZ.
Our grand winner, who's going to win not only the Aurora Mark II with lifetime insurance and the game package, plus the beautiful, breathtaking PC that we designed for it, is going to be, and I have to spell this out because it's not a pronounceable tag. It's UMB694. 694.
Yeah. Next
UMB.
time on Dragon Ball.
Congrats.
PC Oracle build still going strong. Nice. So congratulations to the winner. Winners will all get an email. You have 24 hours, I believe, to reply. And make sure you do, because that's awesome. And a huge shout out and thank you to AMD as well as Cloud Imperium Gaming for this awesome opportunity with CLX Gaming for us to provide something really cool for the community. So, UMB694, we'll be getting it. And yeah, congratulations. That's awesome. Now, as usual, this show happens in 2 parts. In just a few, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, you get to spend the afternoon with Zach building more things. I don't know, maybe another Thunderbird. Who knows? So, this show happens every Tuesday and Thursday, starting at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 Eastern. On Tuesdays, we are specifically on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. On Thursdays, we're exclusively over on TikTok, so you don't want to miss that. To stay up to date with everything that's going on with CLX Gaming, including our giveaways, follow our socials. That's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Threads at CLX Gaming. If you would like to join a community with a bunch of like-minded PC enthusiasts and gamers, head over to our Discord, discord.gg/CLXgaming. And yeah, so with that being said, on behalf of Kyle and Jason in production, Paul and Zach, I'm DJ Blue PDX. Stick around. There's more coming up after the break. We'll be right back.
Toodles.
Bye.